What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Ugh. Thank God when it said I missed the stream by 5 minutes, I wanted to kill myself. I was just getting like a fucking... Ugh. I was getting a headache. So I was like, I need the lights off. I need the lights off. So this is usually where I go if I need to turn the lights off. I got like a headache like an hour and a half into the stream and I was like, oh fuck dude, I still got the sponsor to do. I was like, ah shit, I'm gonna do the sponsor with a fucking headache. They're gonna send me the email again that they sent me when I did the Lemonade Tycoon sponsor, where they were like, could you please be a little bit more enthusiastic when you tell people to open the link? I was like, dude, I thought I was enthusiastic. Which, you know, I guess that sponsor was good enough because they came back with this one, which I signed this like a month or two ago. Dude, I kind of freaked out when the game broke. When the game broke, I was like, oh my god. How do I talk myself out of this? So I just kept saying like, oh, this happens all the time, man. This is what I do. This is what I do with games. Every time I open them, they just break. Which I mean, like, it isn't my fault. It's like a demo game. It's like early access, so like bugs are gonna happen or whatever. But I was like, damn, dude. But yeah, thanks for watching that, guys. I really do appreciate it a lot when people stick around and chat for the sponsored stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. I appreciate it. I have another... So I have like I have to do another hour of this in like a week. And then sometime in December I have a sponsor for a game that I don't... See, the thing is, with this company, I don't know a lot about the games before I stream them, because these are all like demo games that are like just now coming out, so I can't like test them before, so I don't know a lot about the games, which isn't like my preferred way of doing it. Like, I like to test play them, so I know if I want to do it or not. But there's another game that I signed on to with them that I signed on because I was like, the reason I signed on to this game was to sign on to that game. Where it's like this, it's like a first-person puzzle adventure game. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a little bit giving like What Remains of Edith Finch, where it's like one of those like story games where you're navigating a world and there's like all sorts of little things going on. And I was like, that game looks sick. I'd love to play that. But I think that's coming out in December. So we'll see that then. It's called Nascence. I can show you guys it. It's just doing a little, you know, pre-promo for it. Like, this is the other game. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of giving Resident Evil in some parts. It's a bit of a scary game, which I don't think I've ever been sponsored by a scary game before. So I saw this and I was like, I want to do this. Thomas has a mission: find the ashes of Anna, a woman burned on the stake as a witch in the medieval times. Yeah, so it's something like that. Yeah, we'll see that. But yeah, I really appreciate the support today. I hope the stream was fun. I was kind of fucking like disassociating a little bit. I don't know why. I think like every time like I switch setting, it takes me like 2 days to like readjust my brain to it. So I appreciate everybody watching it. But yeah, I also kind of want to use this alt stream to figure out some like more games we should stream on the main. So if anybody has like any cool games that I don't know have appeared in the last like few weeks, or games that are not on my list already, which I wish I had the list ready to me right now so I could show it, but Amanda the Adventurer 2. Yeah, that did come out, I forgot. Oh, very positive. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll do this at some point. It'd be so funny if you played Mother Simulator. I've been playing My Sims, but it's been kind of repetitive. If you're gonna stream it, do My Sims Kingdom. So what's the difference between them? What the fuck? I'm looking at Mother Simulator. It's a humorous project about a young parent's difficult weekdays. If you feel worried, irritated, you don't understand what's going on, you must and what you must do next, so don't worry, we want to give you exactly these feelings in our game. Wait, this would actually be kind of funny as fuck. Kingdom is closer to Animal Crossing. I don't even really know what My Sims is at all, frankly. I thought the original My Sims was Animal Crossing. I feel like My Sims Kingdom has more plot. My Sims has so far been just building shit and not much. Wait, let me watch this random stream.
Today. So thank you for coming. And we will get to playing the games very soon. So, what is the My Sims?
Dude, my streams fucking suck ass, dude. I don't do any of this shit. I'm a fucking garbage streamer, dude.
Bundle, you may ask. It's 2 games. 1, 2. My Sims. The titular.
I don't even have a fucking big ass notepad
Sims.
like this.
My Sims Kingdom. Touchscreen.
Oh, I love this fucking menu though.
Touchscreen on the Switch handhelds. For this game in particular,
can you play Playville?
Changer.
Playville, is that like Cityville, like Farmville?
I'm not going to show you right away because I want to get to like a good part where you can kind of see that, and unfortunately, like I can't have it done.
I don't want to spoil too much for myself, but like, oh, this is sweet. Play my mid-game My Sims game.
I think that's her name is. Natalia's like a spy, and I'll show you what I did with her house too. She's in the desert, so I can show you all of that. Need some gnomes.
It's like a mix of Stardew and Habbo. What?
Let me find some gnomage. Where are my gnomes at?
Hey, yo, can she say that?
Throwing gnomes everywhere. Yeah, you know what? I built this sink. Pretty proud of it. Had to use 20 rainbow trout. Oh, not working very good. Oh, hey, octopus.
I thought that was her chat, and I was like, I see so many oops.
Okay, maybe we'll go and show me the crab. Oh, I still need one more.
Oh, so it is just building.
A blue in there. That's actually, I feel like kind of interesting. I can get down with it. All right, now we got 2 crabs. We're done. That is our bathtub, folks.
You make
looks like
furniture?
Spill out, but like, I think that ship has sailed for fixing something like that. Let's go back to the sushi restaurant, and then we're gonna place our beautiful little bathtub, and that will be quest complete. I like all the furniture in Vic's house, to be honest.
Damn, I had no idea what the fuck these games were.
There's like not a lot in here.
But I kind of like it. It's kind of cute.
Don't walk away.
Could it be like a
from
fun
me.
game to just like chat shit on top of?
Could be interesting. All right, Huel. Putting that there. Oh, was I supposed to make multiple?
My Sims Kingdom.
Graphically, it's improved. Loading screens are totally improved. Everything feels really smooth. I haven't noticed any like bugs.
Can we bring
or
back
glitches or
Animal
anything.
Crossing streams?
And the
Should I
story's
try to
great.
play like an
Still
older
so
Animal
amazing. Still
Crossing?
what you
Because the
do
new one I
forever.
really don't care
You know
for.
what I mean? And if you haven't played this one, oh, it's a must play. It is a must play. Do you find it intuitive with the new controls? Yes. It really took me like, I'm not even kidding, like 30 minutes to get.
Wait, I kind of love her. Like, she's kind of amazing. She's like really good at like walking through this game. Way better than I would be. I love her videos. Animal Crossing City Folk is low-key my favorite, and that was just kind of a cash grab. Yeah, I'm down to do like an older Animal Crossing. I guess we would be like skipping time a lot and shit, because like I'm not gonna you know, I'm not gonna play that shit legit, but can you play the House MD DS game? Stephen Thomas Gaming. Oh my god, TGN. Oh my god.
And hello there, Gamer Nation. SKS here with a new series. One that's been asked for by many people. One that's surely to be wonderful, as you could tell by the awesome, real lifelike. About 23 years ago, I caught malaria, but nothing since.
What?
Oh, so Malaysia was the... Oh, okay. Oh, it tells me which tool. Well, this game just walks you through. On location.
We need to play this.
Look, they didn't even draw the...
Dude, this is some shit. If I saw this now, I'd be like, this is AI generated.
behind him. You could tell they positioned that just so they wouldn't have
Who cares if Henry Richards a gay Taliban supporting witchcrafting endorsing meth addict? Not me.
to draw the patient again. What? That ought to give him something to write about.
I'm glad they stayed true to the writing of House MD in this.
Oh, a 71-year-old TV host is filming an episode of Involve Yourself as much as you can in this. Look, it's 13. She's just got the I want to suck your old dick.
Holy shit, dude.
Mike Tomlin's
Episode
like, hey, you remember the time I got out there
13?
on the football field and
22?
And welcome back, Gamer Nation. Let's take
Why
a
did he
look
say
at
that? I'm shocked that Stephen Thomas Gaming would say such a thing.
Emily.
Flirty babe panties. Oh great. Now this is in my fucking oh my god. We need to get out of Stephen Thomas. What is Stephen Thomas Gaming most viewed video? Kid stuck in crane toy game.
He's being recorded now. I saw this on the news out in Texas. Are you serious? I swear he's been there. They had to bring like the fire department.
No, literally, how the fuck did he get in there? Wait, I gotta give this a like. Wait, Joe Biden got arrested?
And you have to be 30 to actually take the office, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. What was it like? I mean, you're a kid at 29, for gosh sakes. What was that like walking into the great...
Too
Southern
long, dude. I wish he would have said, oh, search Mall 2006. His hair.
At 29 years old.
Oh my God.
You know, I walked in when I was 21 and I got arrested. It was a Saturday. I was down visiting some friends at Georgetown University.
Oh, he practiced a little story. Oh, Oh, dude, malls used to be full of people. That's one thing, also banger playing, holy shit. But that was one thing that I miss about middle school is just like, oh, we don't have anything to do. Let's just go sit in the mall. Wait, this is a banger ass playlist. You can just smoke weed inside malls nowadays. Nobody's even there to notice. Why isn't The Sims fun anymore?
So once a year, you dust off the EA app and boot up The Sims 4. You make a sim, put them in the Daisy hovel like you always do, and play the game for a few hours before thinking, wait a minute, this is
I don't put them in the Daisy hovel.
So then you download one of the new expansion packs, hoping to find something fun to do. You jump into a new world, pick a lot, start playing for a little, and then a few hours later you realize, huh, this is kind of boring too. What's going on here? Have you simply had enough of The Sims for one lifetime? Or has EA altered the gameplay formula of this series in such a way
This
that
caused a
makes this
storm on
once great
Sims
game
Twitter.
a boring slog?
Here's a hint. It's all EA's fault.
What once was a novel concept with an intriguing gameplay loop has now morphed into a many-headed monster with no purpose. Despite years of development, beautiful graphics, and over $1,000 of DLC available, The Sims 4 seems far more
Too soon? 9/11 in comedy. I started watching this apparently and I said, I gotta go.
soulless and empty than the same game made over 20 years ago. To figure out the answer to why this game doesn't work, let's
I never really got the Sims hype. I wish I did. Y'all make it seem so fun. I just... Look. I love life sims. I love games where you can just do random shit. And The Sims is kind of perfect for that. It's like the perfect sandbox for just doing whatever the fuck you want, especially if you get mods. Like, The Sims is very much like you kind of... It is what you make it. If you go in here and you're just kind of trying to do, like, paint by numbers, you know, get a job and, like... I mean, it can be fun, but, like... The real fun comes in when you're just like, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna murder my neighbor. I'm gonna, like, ruin my neighbor's life. I'm gonna steal his wife type shit.
Let's go back to the start and see how this series abandoned its core.
But, like, I don't know. I have met more and more people recently that, like, don't really care about The Sims. So I understand now that it's not for everybody, I guess. This is very clearly just someone naturally losing interest in something rather than a claimed decline value. I think with The Sims, it's definitely both. I mean, if you gave The Sims forward to, like a 12-year-old me, I would probably think it's the greatest game ever made. I would eventually find, like, every problem with it, but, like, you know, for, like, a good, like, 2 months, I'd probably really enjoy it. But I think there is a bit of a valid case to say this with Sims 4 just because the game was flawed to begin with, and now we're, like, on its 10th year, and people are just kind of yearning for, like, some kind of new iteration. But, I mean, there is that part of, like, you're never going to be 12 again, you know, playing Sims on a fucking Friday night. There's no school tomorrow. You have all night to just do whatever you want on The Sims, and your imagination is kind of running wild. Like, that is also, like, a big part of it. And I kind of try to remind myself it, but I still, I don't know. Like, I do, you know, I do think, like, with Minecraft, it's a big part of it is just, like, people not realizing they've grown up. And I mean, it does make me, like, really sad sometimes thinking about the fact that, like, it'll never be, like, I'll never really feel what I used to feel with Minecraft in, like, 2013. You know, like, booting up a fucking survival world and, like, being, like, scared a little bit. You know, the whole world felt so, like, empty and eerie and shit. Like, I'll never really feel that again. But there's, you know, there's other things in life, I guess. to find that kind of emotion in. But I guess for some people it's just kind of scary because it's like what they became so, I don't know, it was like the foundation for their whole like being. What is this? Black Friday madness.
Black Friday isn't quite what it used to be.
Oh my
Back in
God.
2014, people would do anything to bag a bargain. Police had to be called to a number of mini riots across the UK as customers battled over discounted Polaroid TVs.
I wish the deals were still good. The deals are so ass. Like, I can't find a good deal to save my life now.
To prevent the frenzy.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't go in here and, like, start fighting with people. I mean, if the deals were good enough, maybe. But, I just want, like, a good deal.
Some relied on clever tactics to secure a deal. Here, one customer throws her purchase to a friend closer to the till. For the most part, however, it was a case of brawn over brains.
The head chef just accidentally heard you talking on full volume. What the fuck? Are you in a kitchen right now?
Even the police struggled to detach determined shoppers from their prize finds.
90% of places don't even have Black Friday exclusive deals anymore. Like, they just have the same. Yeah.
Sales online, there's unlikely to be a...
Let's see what this Nick video is. Oh my God. Idiot.
Can't get out of the mud, but...
He's scared. Mr. Beast is begging YouTubers to save him. Yeah, no, there's no good deals. Like, I think Steam sales used to be so much fun because there would be flash sales, but then, you know, they had to legally do the consumer friendly choice and give people refunds, so they just cut flash sales entirely. Because people would just refund the game and buy it again if there was like a better deal for it. But I used to be so obsessed with Steam sales. And now it's like I kind of browse a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. There's like nothing really. They're releasing Taylor Swift stuff at Target on Black Friday this year. That might be the closest we get to the OG Black Friday. Oh, I think that's gonna be crazy. Like, I think people might die. I don't even buy stuff these days. I'm all out of room. I need to find an exercise bike that I actually, like, feel good buying. Off topic, but if you're looking for story games, I think Nocturnals is supposed to be good. Oh, yeah. I've actually talked about wanting to play this. It's like two gay kids in an apocalypse or something. Yeah, we'll definitely play this at some point. Black Friday shopping for the Wii at a Best Buy store in 2007. This card tech upgrade went way... way... Oh my god, all these moms pulling up. All these moms pulling up to get an awesome present. Dude, that guy's running this Best Buy like the Navy. These have got to be the easiest sales of their life. They'll just be like, you need this extra dongle to charge the remotes, otherwise they're gonna blow up. And then mom's like, yeah, just put it in the fucking bag. I love how it's all parents. David Beckham? Oh, they're selling the nunchucks, holy shit. I used to camp out at GameStop with my aunts, it was awesome. Dude, I do wish I was there for like midnight game releases, camping out at this out in front of the store with a bunch of nerds. Like that's the part of the consumerism where I'm like, oh, why did I have to? Why was I born in the wrong generation? I mean, I guess I was around for it, but like not in this country. I don't think anybody in this country did that. Oh, it's gonna be hard to get. They already gave her 3 sets.
You need the controller? Yeah, I guess so. I just saw the activity and I figured I'd go for it. These are the controllers, alright? Okay. This hooks into this. Okay. This charges.
He's just putting it in the bag. He's not even asking.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. I have a little volume. Merry Christmas.
Dude, she's having the time of her life. She's like, I make 87K a year, which back then was probably like half a mil accounted for inflation. I don't give a fuck. She's like, no, ma'am. Like 7 of your colleagues already sold me the same exact thing, and I said yes. God, this was when America worked, and then, you know, right after this, it all fucking blew up. But like, this is when America worked, dude. You would go to the Best Buy, they'd be like, "You want this?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, well, you know what? Why not, man? I have so much fucking money. I have so much fucking money. Nothing matters."
Great. Thank you very much. Timing is everything. Really the way to go. So this is what you need, all right? All right, have a good holiday. Take care. Take care. All right. This is the thing I heard. They're just games that we have.
Shiniest head I've ever seen in my life. What's up, Romy Bunny?
Because we're one controller and it's sports game in the inside. One controller and the sports game. You want two people to be able to play. You need a second controller. This is the remote and the nunchuck. They're right here on this.
This guy's like, oh fuck, man.
So we have these two together. Make a second controller, so then two people can play each other. And you have all the other games on the cart right here.
Dude, this guy would not be out of place on like a street market in Morocco. When I was in Morocco, they would do the same thing. They would be like, do you want this? And they would take it off the shelf, start putting it in my bag. I'm like, I don't know what this is, dude. I don't know what you're giving me right now.
All right, thank you so much. It comes with one controller and one nunchuck, so how many people are going to play the game? Two, so you need an additional nunchuck and an additional controller to play. And it comes with standard AA batteries. If you want to recharge the batteries, that's a battery charger right here. So, okay, thank you. Have a nice day. He'll tell you what comes with it, what you
Old gas station work that did a $1.76 sale on gas, and we had 3 people working that day.
Wonderful. And I believe you're all set. Have a nice day. I'm going to end up buying one of those. Mr. Okay? You need a second controller for that? So two people can play each other?
Oh, this guy's awesome.
Accessories are hard to get too, so we just got them in now. You might want to think about that.
Don't think about it too long.
Don't think about it too long.
So these will be the Alright, put it in. Put it in. Thanks.
More of these? I think we're okay right now. Here. But I just want to get the chargers. No, that's good though. Chargeable batteries, and you can just put this and rest it so it's charging up all the time. So I have one. So my kids blow through the batteries left and right. So I'm going to end up buying one of those myself because they do play it a lot.
Oldest trick in the book. Oldest trick in the book. I have one, but I you know what? I love it so much. I might even buy one after this.
Yes, and here's the reason why. You ready?
My mom falls for these salesmen so easily. Like years and years ago when we were going to buy a washing machine, she like fell in love with the salesman, dude.
Yes, it actually comes in the game when you buy one. So there's a Wii Sports in there, and you are actually going through the motions of golf. They actually make a joystick like a golf club. But here's the cool thing. Here's the best thing about it. Here's why your husband wants to play. Well, and your kids will want to beat your husband, or your friends
Your kids will want to beat your husband.
to beat your husband. It becomes very, very competitive, and it's a lot of fun. My little 8-year-old beats me in bowling all the time. And she's literally your bowling. You're going through all the motions. So it's a lot of fun. Why?
Just thinking that would be a gift he would
Wait, what?
Why?
I'm just thinking that would be a gift he would never think I'd get him. I'm afraid my daughter will take it to college.
Well, see, you can control that. But it is a lot of fun, especially from a family standpoint. It rocks. Everybody wants to play. My wife does not play games at all, does not want to be involved. She plays all the games that we get.
Okay.
So
you sold me.
Are you going to get one over here?
Yes.
Let me put the little line over there. Well, that way you got room? All right.
Whoa. Dude, do not zoom into her face like that. That's crazy.
He'll explain to you what comes with it and the additional accessories. I just walked in the store.
Do they get paid by like? Do they get a commission at Best Buy? Because like they're going crazy with this. No. So they're just doing this for the love of the game.
And these would be the additional pieces for both people to play. This right here is this is the AA batteries that are in here, and this works off this piece that use AA. This piece right here can charge AA batteries, so they're rechargeable. So you don't have to constantly buy AA batteries as you need it. So this is a good charger piece that I recommend so you don't constantly buy.
Okay.
All right?
And what about, will somebody help with the game?
I need to make a video like this, but showing how empty stores are now on Black Friday. I'm pretty sure there's a video like that where they do like the fancy opening. They open the store and then like one old lady walks in.
Have somebody help.
games you want to play as well? You might want to play?
Y'all need to leave this poor lady alone, dude.
What kind of things do you think your husband would like?
Well, the golf would be good.
I did used to, when I'd wait for the bus in middle school, I used to go into the store that had like a game section, and I would look at all the Sims expansions, and I would like daydream of like what I would do with those expansions. Like these little aisles with all the video games were the best fucking shit in the world.
Plus, I'm looking for that too, but you said show you golf games, so I'm just showing you the different...
Yeah, but isn't that childish?
No, that's the thing. None of them are childish. So if you want Tiger Woods, see what we have.
Which is better? You play the game.
I've played them all. I love them all. So I love the one that comes in the box, and I love this one, and I mean, you gotta, and I'm not a gamer. I don't know anything about them. In terms of the graphics and all that other stuff, I just know what I like. So let's see what else we can get you. Card 2. So you hang loose for...
This reminds me of in 2012 when my grandmother won like a shit ton of money in the lottery, and she took me to the store to buy me whatever laptop I wanted. The salesmen were like this too, where I was like, my grandmother was like, yeah, we're looking for a laptop, and the guy was like, what kind of laptop? And then my grandmother was like, I don't know, he likes to play games. And then the guy looked at me, he's like, well guy, what kind of games do you like to play? And I was like, I want to play Far Cry. I want to play Far Cry. And he's like, oh, I love Far Cry, dude. You know, I have a couple laptops myself. I kind of use this one for the gaming and this one for the work. And I was like, okay, dude, we're not buying 2 laptops. Oh, dude, this is fucking awesome, too. PS2 launch day. Wait, is this the one where they go home with them? Oh my god, yeah, this is the one where they, like, go home with one of the couples. They go home with these people, I think.
Pretty exciting. Did we just go to the car?
Oh yeah, I've waited a year. Here.
Empty box anyway.
Stick it out the tree.
This is what childhood dreams are made of, right?
I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Pretty much since I first heard about it.
Have you got the first PlayStation?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing video.
Take out a fucking boom guy. I like the idea of them not knowing that they were followed home. And they just get out of the car and it's like, oh, well, I guess it is an exciting day. Wait, he's a passenger princess? She probably paid for the PS2 too. Like, she's treating him right, dude.
Yeah.
They broke in.
No, not yet.
It's like Christmas Day for
Dude, your boom's in the... Get your boom out of the frame, bro. Bro, it's in the frame, bro.
Is this like an early Christmas present?
No, I've just been wanting to get this for ever since I heard of it. Oh, thank you, honey.
Oh, dude, hearing that for the first time must have been fucking crazy.
All right.
Katie, select your language.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that one before. Can you put it?
Okay, go for it.
What the...
Time zone?
Oh my god. Rockstar Games.
And this is the one where you're the cop or the bad guy? The bad guy.
Oh, she's so sweet.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, really sharp.
A lot better than the other one.
I was gonna have sharp.
Can he smile? He probably just has Estonian jeans, dude. This is him, like, elated.
These parts of it.
You don't have all the blocks that you used to have on the other one.
Systems. The S video helps too, though. It looks really sharp.
Takes a second to load, though.
That's probably got a lot more information it's got to load than compared to the old system.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot faster than some of the games I've got that take forever.
Where's their couch?
Ooh, I like how you can see all the way to the back.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's ass, dude. He's ass at the game.
Set course, you go wherever you want.
No. Complete freedom on this one.
It's hopeless. He's got to return the console, man. He's not good. I legit think the camera guy being there is killing their vibes. No, definitely, dude.
That is nice.
Yeah, very.
Is it worth the wait?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little interview?
What's all the excitement about PlayStation 2? What is the excitement? What is it about?
It's just that the games can be so much more lifelike. The system has a much higher polygon count, which allows for more realistic looking characters, cars, whatever your game is, and then also the processor in it is so much faster, allowing for more realistic artificial intelligence.
Dude, he read the magazine that he gets a monthly delivery of.
It's a much more powerful system than anything that's out there. It's the best that's out there now. So, and I always kind of like to have the new gadgets. When the first PlayStation came out, I had to get one of those, and same with some of the other systems.
Do you share his enthusiasm for it, or like you can like those golf widows,
I'm the cheerleader. I totally support him in all this. I don't play any of them. I love to watch him and help him along, but I don't play any of them. But I'm excited about it. He's been waiting a long time, and it's been a good 9-10 months. And the last couple days have been really long. Today was really long, and it was exciting. So it was fun being down there and getting it. And he was number 13, but other people ended up cutting in front of us, so that was kind of pretty bad. But it's a lot of fun. I'm excited.
She's put up with my habit.
Yes.
So was it worth the wait?
Yeah, it is.
And the money.
Yeah, and the money. But I've been preparing for this for a long time too, so actually paid for the system a while ago, and then just bought the games and stuff today.
20-minute interview for the 1 minute to the store. Yeah,
It wasn't going to cost.
I need to make content like this. I just need to follow people to the store and then follow them home. It's like I just bought groceries. I don't know what you want from me.
We didn't do this on tape earlier. Can I go and get you?
What is this one? Someone sent a link. Volume warning. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's like that one gif of the pub celebrating. Yeah. When did the Black Friday craziness stop? I think it stopped with online shopping becoming more prevalent and also the deals getting way shittier. So whenever that was. Oh my god. This is horrifying. Why do they scream? I mean, I think it's definitely like, whether they realize it or not, it's like such an outlet for these people at the moment, I guess. I don't know, whatever fucking bullshit problems they had, whatever bullshit they had to deal with, they were like, alright, I'm just gonna run into the store and scream, and it's gonna be my, like, my therapy for the week. People watching at a mall in 1996. Man, I wish these audios weren't so fucking shit. Like, I wish this wasn't in my right ear. Oh, that's a nice Christmas tree. What is this? What? What?
I didn't touch him. Stop him.
We know you didn't touch him.
Somebody, she tried to grab my back. They just tried to grab it. They look at them. They're trying to steal. You guys, this is insane.
Oh my god, dude. Charles James in the mall? Oh my god. I wish he got away. I low-key despise those Stanley Cup people. I think it's just crazy to like tackle a guy that's like stealing something from a Starbucks, dude. Like, you know that guy was waiting for it. He was probably like a vet. He was like, dude, holy shit. They were thanking me for my service before. Now they're gonna be fucking on their knees. They're gonna be fucking, they're never gonna forget this, man. What the hell? Why does this baby look like me, dude? Okay, this like fucking masculine ass, awesome ass gaming vent, and then the fucking gay ass iMovie transition. Love it.
Of his property, we're damn good too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. Regulator!
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the
Dude,
stage, trying to consume.
I was so hyped for GTA 5.
Get some phones, rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Oh my god, they had a fucking little DJ set? Yo, and they got the icons for every GTA. That's so sick.
We're here at the midnight launch, Grand Theft Auto 5, currently September 16th. What we're running through here is a Grand Theft Auto Marathon. We're starting with the first game, and working our way up to 4. Currently on GTA 2. We're giving one each about 20 or so minutes, and then we're moving on to the next game in the series. But that's our goal for the entertainment. We've also got our DJ here. And we're hoping for a fun launch and a great time with GTA 5 when it's released.
That's crazy. This guy's either the worst or best person of all time. Look, these white boys, I don't doubt the fact that they were dropping some crazy slurs during this little marathon. Do you think they'll do this for GTA 6? I doubt it, because like nobody does this anymore. Everybody just fucking pre-downloads the game and shit. Like it probably won't be as hype as this. I mean, it'll still be like crazy hype because it's GTA 6, but like nobody wants to camp out anymore. Nobody wants to. The sense of community is gone. Everybody just flames each other on Reddit now. Fun with the crew and the crowd. What?
Okay, so we're here at GameStop for the midnight launch for Grand Theft Auto 5. It's currently September 16th. After midnight, it'll be the 17th.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, stop. I'm gonna laugh.
We're at the managers of store 5952 here in Orlando. So we're very excited. These guys are very generous to let us come here and set up and do a midnight launch. We usually have a pretty good turnout and a good time. But we want to thank everyone for joining us. So, if I had to ask you a question, what is your favorite Grand Theft Auto? If you had to pick one.
Mine is San Andreas.
San Andreas? Okay. Vice City. Vice City. Okay. Yeah, probably the same thing. I'm a San Andreas guy. He's Vice City. So that's actually pretty solid, pretty balanced.
I like San Andreas because you can get mad.
There was a lot more to the game. I know what you mean. It felt in 4, and some people may hate me, 4 excelled in a lot of areas, but I feel it stepped backwards in a few ways. San Andreas just knocked it out of the park, I felt like. So, we'll see. I think 5 may finish it and take us to a new world. We'll see. Hopefully, yeah.
It does look awesome, man. It's a huge game. Lots of stuff to do. So
yeah, big world. It is. And the single-player campaign is supposedly 100 hours. Just the campaign doesn't count. My
friend used to work at GameStop and his manager would drive to the store drunk every day, and then one day he like held up a pharmacy with a gun. What?
Fun side things, yeah. So it sounds like it's going to be a fun experience. And then with GTA Online, launching, I think, early next month.
Dude, one time in LA, I was like, I walked past the CVS and there were like a bunch of flowers, and I was like, oh my god, like what happened here? And I asked one of the ladies, and she was like, oh yeah, like a guy that worked here got shot yesterday, like outside of the CVS or some shit. I was like, what?
That's gonna be a whole nother animal. So we'll have a lot of fun with that.
I was like thinking about it because I'm like, holy shit.
We'll give you new footage. We'll show what we're doing here with the entertainment, and we'll talk to you guys later.
In Estonia? No, LA.
Now, what are you looking forward to most with GTA 5?
Well, mostly on the airplanes and what they brought back from San Andreas.
San Andreas. I mean, for me, it's the strip clubs. I mean, making it rain. You know, that's the new thing. What are you looking forward to the most? Probably the parachute. Probably the parachutes because San Andreas had it.
Is this the quietest man of all time?
Best feature that you're looking forward to. What do you want?
The online,
The online player, yeah. Everyone's going for the online player. I mean, I have not.
Let me see it. My favorite. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You got something to say. Here.
Fucking crazy. Oh my god, Nintendo DS. Game Spy? Oh my god.
I'm here at the EB Games at Universal
Oh,
City
he has a
Walk for the
microphone.
launch of the
Thank you so
Nintendo
much.
DS. Hundreds of kids have lined up in a cold, rainy day in Los Angeles. Cold and rainy in Los Angeles. WTH. But they're all here for the Nintendo DS, and they love it. Come here, brother Matt.
How you doing, man?
Good. So I heard you were watching a movie instead of waiting with the kids.
As a matter of fact, you know, I brought my DS with me, though, and I played it for a good 10 minutes before the movie.
Did you play it in front of the kids just to show them how cool you are?
Actually, no, because they wouldn't think I'm cool. No, I'm just kidding. DS is very, very cool. Buy lots of DSs. They're the greatest thing ever, and they're very yummy. I've got pictures up and running. Anybody? So far, no response, but I expect tens, maybe even dozens of geeks to be responding this very, very soon. And I got the call out there, and I have a feeling I'm going to get some answers very shortly.
You see, a system launch is a very
He's
big,
cute, dude. He looks like he looks like he's in Smash Mouth, man.
rowdy, spectacular event, so you need top-notch security. Like my guys here. I feel safe and secure.
This guy's like, what the
Although
fuck?
they don't look terribly
What the
happy.
fuck is going on?
Ooh, he's got a Sprite though. Should I go steal it?
No, that's crazy.
Okay, I am here in the Nintendo DS line with the
Holy
guy with the
shit.
tallest hair I've seen in 8
That's
years.
right. Can you even get this on camera? I can't. I mean, come on.
You need a new lens for his hair.
Yeah.
So what are you here for?
I'm here for the Nintendo DS, and this guy's loving.
Dude.
That's crazy.
I gotta go.
Touching is good!
Ow.
I touched it!
This shows that the Nintendo DS is for everyone, no matter how much of a deviant you are, like Santa over here.
What did he
I'm
touch?
scared of him.
What's going on?
Cool. This is like high tech because you're filming me being filmed.
Oh my god, they're
by
doing
him.
Vlogception.
Oh, no. Now you're filming our cameraman filming me. Whoa! That added a whole new layer of complexity. So there are 2 cameras on me. Does that add 20 pounds? Shit. The Nintendo DS is so cool. Everyone's getting into it. Even this tool. You know you want it. Jerk. The DS will own you. Not only is Master Chef getting into the Nintendo DS, but Captain Mullet himself is getting into it. Come on. Come on, Snake. Eat this. What's your camouflage index now, baby? They turned off the lights. There are about a dozen girls with boxes. And there's smoke and pyro and fireworks. It's getting exciting. This is what it's like when I go home.
They brought cheerleaders to the opening event. That's crazy.
Production, there's smoke, fires. Sometimes there's fireworks. But there's always ladies. I'm gonna be all covert. Hi. That's a nice box you have.
Thank you.
Ew, don't harass them, dude. Don't harass the ladies.
I got it here.
Oh. This isn't working. Cliff, what were the 7 rules again? Shit. Make your intention. I like. Nah. Damn it. I found my box.
Man, this
I think
feels like
our
a
boxes should
lifetime
get
ago.
together.
Oh my god, dude. You gotta leave them alone, bro. Least perverted man in 2004. No, literally. This happened near where I lived. I never cared much for Cabbage Patch Kids when they came out, but people were crazy over them.
The latest awful example of pre-Christmas selling hype to hit America. Cabbage Patch Dolls.
I don't even know what they are.
And I was flipping the television channel on and looking at all the different TV shows, and all of a sudden I saw all these people rushing toward all these boxes, and then all of a sudden there were Cabbage Patch Kids.
In Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, it was a near riot. One woman broke her leg. 4 others were hurt. One store official armed himself with a baseball bat.
Jesus.
I never understood that like a vegetable could be so big.
What do we tell our little girl Christmas morning? What are we supposed to say? You've been good, but Santa ran short?
Kids who got the Cabbage Patch doll and had it grabbed out of their hands by grown-ups. That was like the classic heart-wrenching scene.
A full-grown woman taking a doll out of a child's hand?
Oh my god. This is on Letterboxd.
Requirement that they go to Mecca at least once. I think there's going to be a big line. I'm not too sure.
Wait, I've seen this.
We're going to find out. That is epic. There are people camping here? There's people camping here. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Derek and I were talking about it. 3/4 of the
There's so many people here.
Back of the line.
I've never played Halo.
You know how to do it right.
We're next to the bucket. Hey Reed. I'm in line. Or you could call it the Great Wall of China.
This is insane, like...
We just went around the entire building. It's ridiculous. So, if you haven't left yet, I would advise that you sprint to your store.
Non-linear storytelling. No, yeah, this is cinema. I understand now why it's on Letterboxd.
I'm always helping you with your girl problems. You're always helping me with it.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
You really hate it that much? Hey, I actually like it.
No, it's for...
I actually like it.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's going really good. Are you, how's the line going?
Yes. In fact, we are getting very close.
That's so awesome.
Screaming out the minute counts. He's like, front of the line, 2 minutes, back of the line.
Why are all of these videos in Orlando? I guess Orlando was the place to be. What is this?
It has been my dream to be first in line for any Apple Store event, and I mean, like, this is it. Like, we're here. We're first in line.
I remember watching this when it came out.
Oh my goodness. It's like, honestly, it's gonna be great to sleep in. Oh, hello. Windshield closed. Oh my gosh, wait, I have a sidecar. I have a side window. Good, you're gonna need some air. Oh my gosh. You look like you're in a doghouse. We're beginning the camp out. We're waiting for Ed and JB. JB's coming later. Ed will be here very shortly. Jenna is here. I'm starting to get hungry. Me too.
Wait, how many people are pulling up?
Guys, I'm so excited! I just got my new phone!
What?
iPhone 6! I can't believe
That was fast. Oh, it's fake, duh. Oh.
I've actually been here over a day. This is the line, so we're up here.
Oh my god.
Wait, hello, friends. Hello. Hi. So you guys are set up now. This is nice.
Yep.
Looks good. Looks good. I mean, we've got some really crafty things. This is a great idea. Tonight, that's what we have to do. This is great. This is, oh my god.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize they still did this for iPhone 6.
Hey. How are you? Just visiting.
Yeah, it's an hour, and...
What's wrong?
I fell asleep, and it's only been an hour.
Oh no!
And it's hot.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
This is the line, guys. I think I'm losing my mind. 18 Thursday. Oh my god, I keep looking at the time and I keep forgetting. At 4:30 p.m. We have what? 14 more hours?
Nobody gaff about iPhone releases anymore. I don't even. I have the newest iPhone. I don't know what number it is. I don't know what it is. I just bought it and I was like, okay, new iPhone. I don't know what number it is.
How's it going? I paid
16?
$10,000 to be first in line.
Wait, did they drop a new one this year? I don't know when I bought this one in December. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have the 15?
I didn't, actually.
I didn't even realize they dropped a new one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we Yeah, we were both swapping. Oh, that's I really like your shirt. Hold on, I'm like getting stuck. The most exciting thing that could ever happen in the past
16 came out a few months ago. Oh my god. Nobody cares. What? What?
It's so fun.
Tomorrow.
So you guys are really pranking the line? Is that what you're? We would like to.
We're trying to think of ideas.
All right.
Think of something.
I'll think of something. I can't even speak
You're
right
gonna be
now.
on the news. When you come out, you're the first one they film. So you gotta do something. No, Justin, you gotta do something crazy.
do her crazy
Come on,
dance.
you gotta do something crazy.
Okay.
We'll think of it. I'll
Okay.
think.
All right.
You gotta like make some controversy.
Man, these two are prank addicts.
You should pull it out. You should pull it out. Yeah, I got it, and pull out an iPod. Like, I got it, but it's so much bigger than I was expecting. Look how big it is.
Like the iPad?
No, iPad. Yeah.
That's actually really funny. I do have it with me.
You gotta do something. You gotta do something.
That would be so nice. I was just walking back, and this looks so silly. Our little setup here. So silly. But look at this silly setup. And Susie. Woo!
Damn, they really gave him like the least amount of space possible.
We were walking back. I'm like, look, this just looks ridiculous. So silly. Okay, what's your name? I was like, I'm pretty sure.
No way, this fucking guy shows up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, fucking goddamn beetle outside. So I was like, where the hell are they gonna
You look great.
Ludwig.
You don't even get the first, Justin.
Honestly, I don't even care at this point.
You messed up, Apple fan. It's good to see you though.
I met this guy, Tom Syndicate. I met him on my first ever trip I did as a YouTuber, and he was really drunk in a casino, and he was like, I don't know, it felt like he was coked the fuck up, dude. I think he was like, it was crazy, man. He was like yelling at me, he was yelling at my friends, he was like doing all sorts of crazy shit.
And I was just like, let's go and see them. So we just drove up, parked around, and was like, we'll go say hi.
The news! Yay! Hey
I
guys.
just interviewed Justine, and I photobombed your interview. I'm sorry.
I know. Oh, did you? It's okay.
Hopefully
because-
they leave it because I did one of these joints.
Oh. Yeah, the news. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, the news is everyone's gonna be here. We're like, so far. Hi, I'm Fox Jennifer 11. from Fox 11. I'm here first on the scene. We have So guys, why aren't you in line? Did you guys pre-order or what's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
I didn't.
I won't get it till October.
Because I need a new contract.
Right?
Wait, she's real.
Morning of the Apple iPhone release. I have to get some sleep. Ed, what's up, man?
I'm probably gonna go take my second to last.
Is she dating a phase member? I just seen sister dated Nade Shot for a while, but not anymore, I don't think.
Up. We've had lots of visitors. My camera is not straight because I don't know why, but there we go. 6 a.m. I'll be awake. Ed's over there. Friends are all over there. The line is now wrapping around the block.
I think they
so
broke up
the
probably
Apple
like
employees getting
6 years
they're
ago at
gonna
this
be really
point.
shocked because I don't think they're expecting this. It's gonna be crazy. Let's go home and play Destiny.
Wait, look.
Why is that literally Trevor?
I'm gonna go to Barney's and play T.
Have fun. I'll be here.
All right, watch my stuff.
Okay. Where's your actual stuff? JB? It is JB. I actually thought you were not with us. You did not look like you were a friend.
Look like us.
You see me? Cozy. Guys, how's it going?
Number one.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm number three. You're number one.
Well, we met some really good friends here in line, and it's been a really fun experience. Would you say it's fun or? Yeah.
This guy has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen, holy shit.
When you get home. Wait, you have to go to work. Oh gosh. Hello, hello. Is everybody excited? Yay! I promise you. You excited? Yay. The enthusiasm that we have, it might look a little not enthused, but we are excited. We're just really tired. But
Oh, no way. The corporation gave them water.
okay, the time is now. I hope my phone doesn't die.
I thought I just was okay, so it turns out I'm not the first one. That's weird.
Hey, our camera. Jeff, how are you feeling? Don't care. Just kidding. Are you tired?
How are you?
Hey, this is our big moment. Everyone's exhausted.
I have no energy left at all.
It's okay.
I drank all that coffee, it went right into a weird spot in my body.
They used to have these beanies fucking glued on, dude. How did it not fly off his head at any point? I mean, maybe it did.
Wait.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, a little bit.
Yep, right here.
Yeah,
That's
right
the
there. Oh, yeah, it's definitely it.
Oh. What is happening?
I don't know, but Cody's got the best shot.
Wait,
He's got the
definitely-
GoPro.
Not the biggest.
Guys, thanks for waiting. Thanks, and you're welcome.
That was so good.
Wow. Oh, they're coming down!
Me going to cast my vote for Obama as a 9-year-old Estonian in 2008.
It's better to get them down versus... We're gonna get you one. Always do apple there. Wow, that's real sharp.
I need the lore as to why you fucked with Obama so much as a kid. If you were around during that time, you would get it. Like, he was... The media campaign was crazy. Like, it just reached everybody, dude. It just, like... The YouTube videos, which is where I was... You know, that was like my platform of choice. In YouTube, he was just recommended 24/7. You would get so many Obama videos, and it would always be like Obama shirtless at the beach, Obama playing sports. It would be like cool music playing over Obama, just like doing random shit. There would be like campaign ads. People would make songs about how much they love Obama. Like, it's... The fucking voter enthusiasm was unreal. It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, Obama was like very much the first candidate to tap into like social media and the internet. Like, his campaign very much leveraged it. They were very conscious of how impactful it can be, and it fucking worked. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's kind of things like that ass really changed everything. That's crazy, dude. That ass. That's a fucking crazy reference. Holy shit. But yeah, no, it was just very much like kind of everybody was so enthusiastic, which is like, you know, not really... I mean, if you're, you know, someone that's like kind of been rooting for the Democratic Party to do like anything crazy, anything, just like anything that to get you like even a little bit excited, to move you a little bit. I mean, if you think about like people that voted for the first time in the 2016 election, some of them are like damn near 30 now. You know, they're pushing 30. So you, like, for a lot of adults, for literally in America, in like their whole adulthood, they have just had to like go to the ballot boxes and be like, yeah, sure, fuck it, man, whatever, man. I don't want like it to be like 1,000 times worse. So it's like the voter enthusiasm has not existed on the blue side at all. And also Obama kind of, which is why I don't really understand why they haven't, like, they've been so scared to do it since then. But like, Obama ran like a pretty progressive campaign. Like, he was, that was like why a part of the reason why everybody was like so into him as well was, I mean, not me, of course. I didn't know shit about policy. Like, I just, my voting, well, you know, I couldn't vote, but like my voting, idea came from the fact that I saw a lot of videos that said George Bush is an idiot, and I saw a lot of videos that said Obama is the best guy of all time, and I was like, yes, dude, this is what I'm doing. But like, you know, it was a very progressive campaign where, you know, he promised health care. He said, we're getting out of the wars. We're doing all this shit. And it kind of showed people like, oh my God, we can try living life a different way than it already is. Now, of course, he didn't end up like really living up to that at all. Pretty much as soon as he got to office, he was like, I don't know. Somebody's got to get to that. And he didn't really do shit. But the campaign was crazy. The campaign was like total hype. And everybody, you can just like look back at like old videos and you can be like, oh my God. This is going to like change the world. Obama's going to fucking change the world. He's going to fix everything. So, you know, it was, and also, yeah, it was a bit of a fucking, Obama McCain. Yeah, dude, Obama got fucking 365 electoral votes. Like, the fucking states were fucking with him, dude. And he was also just a very charismatic speaker, which, you know, nowadays he's been exposed as like the fraud that he kind of ended up being. So the charisma isn't really even carrying that much anymore. Like when he gives speeches, he's kind of tired. He doesn't really want to do it anymore. It doesn't really work as much when you had your 8 years in office and you didn't really use it for that much. This is the first time I've seen John McCain's face. John McCain. God, John McCain. People forget that Ohio and Florida used to actually be swing states. The fucking 2000 election in Florida, crazy shit. I do love, I don't know, this whole system is so fucking crazy that like I do love just like reading up on it a lot. Like I wouldn't call him a guilty pleasure YouTuber, but like I do watch him a lot. I watch Mr. Beat a lot, who's this like guy who's like really fixated on American presidents and their history, and he just like info dumps in his videos like crazy. And he's like kind of like an interesting guy. But I just can't help but like put his videos on and just kind of like watch all of them because like I don't know why it's like such like I need this like fucking information in my ears for some fucking reason. And he's one of those guys where like he has like a whole subreddit dedicated to him and they're always like, where is he politically? Where is he politically? What is he politically? And I think he's like kind of like, I don't know. I don't really. He did like a political compass, but I honestly haven't watched that video because I'm like, I don't want to see this. I just want to see him like talk about Abraham Lincoln eating steak or some shit. Is his name supposed to be like Mr. Beast, or was that a coincidence? I think he predates Mr. Beat. I mean, this is like a 50-year-old man. I think he predates Mr. Beast by quite a mile. I still don't get USA's voting system. It's so that every state has a voice because they're like, oh, if we don't do the electoral college, then not that I'm defending the system, by the way. Just let me underline that first. I think the system's a bunch of fucking baloney, but the idea of it is so that every state gets a voice. And that it's not all run by the bigger states with like a certain political leaning or whatever, which of course, you know, it plays into the system. It's abused and used by the people in power and whatever. It very much keeps this whole, like, it's another cog in this machine that keeps it all well oiled and running or whatever. But, you know, and also it makes for a really good election night. It kind of plays into everything. It makes for like a really good, like, election night coverage, because it's like, oh, what is this state gonna do? What is that state gonna do? Because you know, that's all part of the American media machine. Do you watch Mad Men? They have a really good video on gerrymandering. Wait, let me look at this channel. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, election night kind of doesn't hit the same in Estonia, because you're just kind of depressed immediately, and you're like, ugh, like, I guess it's more of this shit.
Can we do an episode?
Oh, wait, yeah, I have watched this, yeah. Yeah, gerrymandering is crazy. What are politics like in Estonia? Very centrist. We've had like a neoliberal party in power for fucking most of our re-independence. Most of the 2000s, they were kind of really, yeah, they kind of rose to prominence in the 2000s, and then they just kind of stayed in power, and they very much like kind of reject a lot of ideas based on the fact of like, oh no, even though this is good for the population, this is kind of communist, and this isn't in spirit of the free market. For example, progressive income tax. We don't have progressive income tax. Everybody pays the same percentage of tax, and they refuse to install a progressive income tax system because they say that it's punishing success. It's punishing success to have to pay more in taxes, and most of their voter base believes that the way the progressive income tax works is that somehow immediately if you make $999,000, you know, let's use this as an example, right? If you use $999,000 a year, then you get taxed like, let's say 30%, right? But then as soon as you hit 100,000, you get taxed 100% for your whole income, which is not how it works. But that's how, like, they've been conditioned to believe. And they're like, you can't fucking do this. You can't do this shit to me, man. You're going to take all my money just because I made $1 more? It's like, no, man. Fuck. Oh, dude. Nobody understands how any of this fucking economy shit works. It's like how all the fucking Trump supporters, when Trump said, we're going to put tariffs on China, these people thought that like China was just going to magically like open its wallet and be like, oh yes, this is how it works. I have to pay the tariff, which is clearly not how it works. It's for the fucking, when you import goods from China, you have to pay an extra tax on it, which means the Americans are paying for it. Which is crazy because like, I think there was maybe like 200 videos of Trump supporters finding this out and being like, what? What? You're telling me China's not paying the tariffs? Like, why the fuck would they, dude? Why the fuck would China pay the tariffs? They'd just be like, all right, man, fuck you. I'm just going to sell to the next guy. Like, that shit's fucking hilarious, man. Also, like, how would that even fucking work, man? It's also kind of set up so citizens don't understand how any of this shit works. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I do think that, like, you know, what I was saying earlier about how since 2016, the Democratic voter base, the young people, they have just not had like a candidate that they really want to rally around, because 2016 was Hillary, which, you know, highly unpopular candidate. 2020 was Joe Biden. And then now it was Kamala, who started off like a little bit like, oh, where's she going to take this? But then ended up being the status quo. You have like a lot of young people that their whole adult lives, they've just had to like sigh and go to the ballot box, which like, like, no, like, you just can't move people like that anymore, dude. You've asked him to, like, for 2 elections now, you've asked him to vote for, like, literally the most, like, fucking dog shit candidates of all time. Both candidates where it was the neoliberals basically saying, like, no, it's their turn. With Hillary, it was Hillary's turn, and then it was like Joe Biden's like, he's the safe pick, guys. He's the safe pick, and also it is kind of his turn. He was gonna run in 2016, but then he decided not to. So now, like, we should really let him run now. Which is, you know, Biden. They took the great Biden W, but that was like a Band-Aid, okay? That was a Band-Aid over this big Trump issue, because, like, clearly that motherfucker was not going to be able to run again. My God. In 2020, everybody was like, dude, this guy is barely here. Like, he shouldn't be running. What a shocker that this guy is unable to run for second term. And somehow it took him so fucking long to figure that out. Oh my God, dude. It's crazy. Gavin Newsom. I don't know a lot about Gavin Newsom. But I know I've seen enough of the most annoying liberals on earth be really hyped about him potentially running, to the point where I'm like, yeah, no, I know this shit's gonna suck ass. I don't know who Gavin Newsom is. He's the governor of California currently, ? He hates homeless people. Oh God, yeah. What I've seen liberals say is that, like, we need Gavin Newsom because he's like the Trump of the Democratic Party. He's not afraid to get, like, down and dirty, which, like, dude, I believe it. Look at him, dude. He looks fucking disgusting. Let's go to the personal life section. Same-sex marriage. Oh my God, guys. He supports same-sex marriage. I'm voting for him. Also, like, I need all the Redditors who keep, like, every time fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger comes up in the news, they're like, we need him to run, dude. Back when Republicans had class, we need him to run for president. And it's like, first of all, he can't fucking run for president because he was born in, like, some fucking village in Austria. And second of all, he's a fucking Republican, dude. What the fuck are you saying? Like, these people that are, like, so diehard Democrats are like, oh, I would vote for him in a heartbeat. Like, what are you fucking saying, dude? Oh my God, are you fucking out of your mind? Like, so many of these liberals just want a Republican that, like, will do the same evil things, but he'll do it in, like, a nice way. You know what I mean? He'll say all the racist things in, like, a nice way. And it's so telling of, like, their whole fucking ideology. Him being a California governor was insane. These liberals are yearning for, like, a second Ronald Reagan. Like, someone that they've seen in the movies. Someone that, like, they can be like, oh, I love this guy, dude. What a wholesome dude. Newsom was baptized and raised in his father's Catholic faith. Wow, dude. I'm voting for him. In September 2006, Newsom, then 38, briefly dated 19-year-old Brittany Mounts. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I was going to vote for this guy. Damn it. Damn it. Dude, going to the personal life section of any celebrity, you will immediately find out some random shit that they did in 2006 where it's like, okay, why the fuck did you do that? I wonder. I've never seen a clip of this guy talking. I want to see how he talks. Let's get like an interview. See what he says.
We're here in New York, and there are world leaders gathered to talk about a lot of issues, but climate is one of them. So I want to start about your lawsuit
Yeah.
against the 5 oil giants for misleading the public on fossil fuels. The American Petroleum Institute already of California tax.
We named in the lawsuit. They've been lying to people. They've been playing you and everybody.
He sounds like the fucking Alec Baldwin SNL Trump voice.
Watching us like fools. They've had information that none of us were privy to. In fact, in the creation of this lawsuit, in the production of this lawsuit, I realized how ignorant I was on the issue. Back in the 50s, they had fundamental data and information that was not shared with the American people.
That's crazy, dude. Oh. Gavin Newsom at the DNC. You feel the fresh air of progress. Dude, oh my God, man. Watching the DNC back now is like peak comedy, man. They were so proud of themselves. They were like, oh, dude, look, we did like the bare minimum, guys. We did the bare minimum. Joe Biden stepped down. Now you have to vote for us. You have to vote for us, otherwise you're a piece of shit and everything's your fault. Oh, does he ever fucking close his stupid mouth? What the fuck is this shit? Close this fucking mouth, man. My God. Sims and gallery photo. I don't like him and he's so smarmy, but there's something horribly attractive about him. I don't care. Oh, that's fucking funny, man. Mitt Romney. Look, guys, it's Mitt Romney. Would you vote for him? Would you vote for him? He's so sexy. Would you vote for him? Gavin Newsom versus Mitt Romney in a sexy off. Who's winning? I don't find him attractive at all, sorry. Well, you had to be there in 2012, okay? Things were different in 2012. I think there was like a really funny moment in the debate of like Obama and Mitt Romney, where Mitt Romney was like, why don't we have this certain kind of ship anymore in the Navy? Why is Obama getting rid of this? And then Obama was like, that shit's like 200 years old technology, man. Like we don't use those ships for the same reason we don't use cannonballs anymore. I just remember that clip. I remember in 2012 watching that. I'm like, oh my God, Obama is so back, dude. Obama's so back. I'm 13 now, and this time I'm really gonna vote for him. Can you look up Chile's president? I want to know your thoughts on him. Is that the Swiftie president? Is that the guy that like tweeted at Taylor Swift? Yeah. I've seen him before. Clean beard, very clean beard. Very, very well kept hair in general. Jesus. This is like fucking inch perfect. Holy fuck. Have you heard of Javier Milei, the Argentinian president? Yeah, this fucking guy. Yeah, there's definitely like a phenomenon going around where these like fascists are getting really fucking weird haircuts to draw publicity. The same happened in Estonia. You know, the guy that went viral on social media with his like fucked up cut. They just do this because it's like so good press. Because like, why the fuck would anybody normally look like this at the age of 50? Actual werewolf? No, yeah, it's definitely like a Sims 3 werewolf type situation. And then like the fucking Jay Schlatt sideburns, like I'm not gonna lie, this could be Jay Schlatt in like 20 years, frankly. And then it's like all these like fucking all these like fucking fascist presidents, they come together and they hang out all of a sudden, like he fucking immediately linked up with Trump and shit. He appointed his sister as the first lady? What? That's crazy, dude. Meanwhile, like, while this guy's linking up with Trump, fucking Bolsonaro's like going to prison. He's going to the Gulag. And he's probably texting Trump frantically, being like, pick up, bro, pick up. Wasn't it like Canada's prime minister or whatever? People found him really hot. Yeah, when Trudeau spawned into office in like 2015 or whatever he was, it was like the peak time to lib out, because all the liberals were like, oh my god, dude, both America and Canada have sexy young leaders. Which Trudeau is like, when I was in Canada, there were like every day like new things were being released where everybody was like, wait, this guy needs to die, dude. He needs to die. He needs to die. He sucks. But unfortunately, their answer to Trudeau seems to be voting conservative, as it usually goes in these countries. Based off attractiveness. Okay, first of all, I'm going to have to be honest here, okay? Historically speaking, everything past this guy, so from this guy onward, these guys are totally fucking irrelevant. These guys are insanely irrelevant. I don't even know who they are, frankly, because this guy was like the real top dog in the first Estonian independence. This guy was like the real fucking top dog. His name was Konstantin Bets. These guys were like his little lapdogs. They were like riding his meat a little. History doesn't remember their fucking names. These guys were the presidents of like the government in exile during the USSR or whatever. Oh, and this doesn't have the newest one. Which, by the way, the president in Estonia is like a very like ceremonial role. How many of these guys were fascist sympathizers? I mean, probably fucking all of them. I would say all of them, I'm not gonna lie. This guy, okay, I'll give like a little bit of a tidbit of all of them. Not these ones though. I don't fucking know them. I don't know who the fuck these people are. So yeah, this guy, he was like the fucking, I don't know, he wasn't really that attractive. He's kind of, I don't really care for him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, none of them are really attractive. Yeah, he was the president through the first Estonian re-independence. He wasn't really a great president, not even considered by the Estonians. He's very much like a legendary one just because he was like the only one we had. But there was a lot of like corrupt, weird choices he made. And then he died in like, when Estonia lost his independence, he was like sent to some kind of labor camp and he died there. This guy was the first president after the re-independence, Lennart Meri. He was kind of like groomed to be the president once re-independence had been achieved. And because he was like a very, he was like a charismatic guy and he knew like a bunch of languages. His grasp of English was really good. So he was like perfect for this like ceremonial representative role that the presidency is in this country. And he's definitely one of those guys where I think like most people don't really remember all the things he did wrong. Where basically one thing that was crazy that he did was that, so literally around the same time as 9/11 was happening in Estonia, there was this like huge fucking disaster where like bootleg vodka was like a really big thing here because it was a lot cheaper. So people would make bootleg vodka, but there was a huge poisoning accident where like I think like something like 60 or 70 people died. And that was like literally happening at the same time as 9/11. And when this guy was asked about it in the media, he basically said like he doesn't give a fuck because the people that died drinking bootleg vodka deserved it because they were low-class individuals while he was president. He said this while he was president. And it was like a pretty big outrage in the country at the time because it was like everybody was drinking bootleg vodka. It wasn't just like, it wasn't like the people that he was trying to stereotype them as. It was literally just everybody was fucking doing that shit because it was like the times were tough and people were trying to save money. And you know, it's Estonia. You have to drink. You can't not drink when you're in Estonia. So I don't know. It was like something that I found out about him recently, and nobody really talks about him much in a negative light. This guy, I mean, like, I wish I had like a cool fact about him, but he was just kind of like boring. He was kind of lame as fuck. He like founded like the far right party that we have now, but like when he started, it was just like a nice little conservative party that, like, you know, hated minorities and everything like that in like a very polite way. And now he keeps going out and he's like, guys, no, like, we don't do racism this way. We do it in a different way. Don't, please guys, stop being so outwardly racist in my racist party or whatever. And then this guy, Thomas Hendrik Ilves, he was kind of the Obama of Estonia, and he got into office around the same time as Obama. He was basically an American Estonian, and you can hear this when you hear him speak English, because he basically, his family like emigrated to America when he was a kid. He was born in Estonia, I think, and then they like emigrated to Sweden, and then they went to America, and he just sounds like an American because that's what he is.
Yes, you had been a correspondent for Radio Free Europe. When you became,
is he gonna fucking say something? Like, what is this? Hum, say something, motherfucker.
Of growth and building new infrastructure and everything was.
So he sounds like pretty American because he lived a whole life in America. He had like a wife and kids in America. He has kids that are American, and then he came back to Estonia and started like filling in the government, and then it was kind of decided like, yeah, he's going to be the next president, because the people don't vote for the president here. It's all chosen through the parliament. The parliament puts like people that they would like to be nominated, and then the parliament votes in between those candidates. So the average like voting population has nothing to do with who gets this office. But he is just like the most like obnoxious fucking rabid liberal on Twitter, dude. Like, the shit that he's been saying about Israel is just insane fucking dick riding. Like, this guy, dude, you could tweet at him. I'm so serious. You could tweet at this guy, and if you piss him off enough, he'll quote retweet you. He'll quote retweet you and just like start arguing with you on Twitter, because he doesn't do anything now. He doesn't have a job anymore. He hasn't been in office for like 10 years. Okay. And his Twitter is like not that poppin'. Okay. If you ever want to just have some fun, I'm not telling you to brigade him or whatever, but I'm just saying, if you ever need someone to talk to, he will reply, okay? He's always on Twitter fucking arguing with motherfuckers about random shit. He's giving like the most embarrassing takes. Every time I fucking see his stupid ass tweet some ridiculous shit, I literally want to like, I just want to die, frankly. It's so embarrassing. And like he was the cool president, you know, he loved hanging out with Obama and shit. He was really proud of the fact that like Obama liked him. And then like at the end of his presidency, well, actually during his presidency, his wife cheated on him. During his presidency, his wife went to the club and made out with some like hot Portuguese guy. And it was like all over the tabloids because it was like the first lady. It's like, imagine Michelle Obama going to the club. Imagine Michelle Obama going to the club during Obama's second term and like getting caught making out with some guy. Like, that's literally what happened basically. So they got like divorced. Actually, let me see if I can find like the picture of it. Yeah, like, this is how they caught her. She was like at some kind of club, some kind of like bar or like whatever. And they just caught her cheating like that. Which, I mean, like at that point, if you're like the first lady and you're making out with some guy, in the pub, you're kind of trying to get caught. She was probably just trying to get out of this fucking shit. Oh, and then this is a little like meme, because this is how he used to take selfies. It is a very passionate kiss. It's also a very scenic kiss. You know, the beautiful old town view is in the back. But yeah, I don't know. And then like at the end of, and then he got divorced, and then he married like this Latvian woman while in office. And then at the end of his presidency, he got caught like using government funds to like fix his cottage or some shit, do like repairs on his cottage. Because he was like, no, this is like where like world leaders come to meet me. Like we need to spend government funds on this, even though he was like leaving office or whatever. Like I don't know, dude. I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie. Like all of these people are F tier to me. F tier attractiveness, man. I don't know, man. And then she was our first woman president. I kind of liked her when she was in office because she didn't get reelected for a second term because basically she spent her whole time in office like constantly calling out the far right party, which was kind of necessary at the time because like the liberals were not doing it. They were just kind of bending over and being like, oh no, this is, oh my goodness, what are we supposed to do? So she was calling them out. Then she got out of office, and then she was kind of like, well, let's not get carried away. Like, you know, I'm pretty conservative myself. And I was like, okay, cool. Sick, awesome, whatever. So she was just kind of like, fighting with the conservatives for the love of the game. And now she's like the president of our like Olympic committee or some shit. So, you know, I hope she like gets us some medals or whatever. I would love to watch an Olympics where we don't fail. And then she has like a very
today's episode.
She has like a very Estonian accent. She sounds very Estonian. Like people used to kind of make fun of her for her English.
Good morning. What is the main challenge democracies are facing today in terms of connectivity?
The main challenge is first to recognize that while there
Like, this is a
are
very
many
Estonian
countries,
accent.
many companies who are dealing in building
How were her policies in office? She doesn't have policies. The presidents don't do politics. They can veto bills, and that's what she did sometimes. Like, she would veto the bill, which would get it sent back to, like, Parliament, and then they would vote on it again and just, like, legislate it anyways. But, yeah, they don't do politics. Once you get into office as president, you have to be, like, you kind of have to be apolitical, which makes no fucking sense. But you have to be apolitical. You have to represent the country, which is why she didn't get reelected, because she pissed off all the parties, because she would always, like, kind of fuck around with them a little bit. We have, so our prime minister, I'm sorry to anybody that doesn't give a fuck about this. I guess I'm just like going down this now. Our prime ministers are the ones that are like running the shit. Which, you know, as I mentioned, for basically like most of my lifetime, it's just been ran by the same fucking party, the Reform Party, which are like the crazy neoliberals, very big on free market. Income inequality has gone fucking through the roof because of these people. So there's like a little bit of lore here. This guy, well, first of all, this guy dines at my sister's restaurant that she works at, and apparently he's like kind of obnoxious. But he's kind of obnoxious in general. He stole like an insane amount of money from the country, like a crazy amount of money. I can't even remember how much, but it was like a big scandal where it turned out that like he basically pocketed like a bunch of cash from the country. But you know, we'll get back to him in a second. This guy, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like 4, I was 6. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was, you know, he's in the fucking like conservative party, so he was like probably like being a little bit conservative. Then this guy comes in, he like kind of he's like the fucking like neoliberal king in this country. Like all the libs fucking they worship him. He was our prime minister for 9 years and then got a cozy job in the EU. He did a lot of like what I remember him for the most is anytime like the EU would try to pass like some weird bill that would try to like violate the privacy of like every citizen, he would have like a long speech in front of parliament and say like anybody who didn't want this bill is a stupid idiot. And like there's this one thing where he was like, he said like, take off your tinfoil hats, you've all eaten seeds if you think that this is bad legislation. You know, he was like a very like kind of obnoxious guy. Fun fact, my cousin used to date his daughter and he lived at his house for like a year. But this was like in the 90s. My old ass cousin. I didn't know this until recently. But yeah, my cousin lived at his house for like a year in the 90s or maybe early 2000s. And like apparently sometimes he would make him food. So then this guy was supposed to be like the big predecessor. He was supposed to be like the regen of the previous guy. And like everybody used to say that he looked like Quagmire from Family Guy, which like he did. And then that like joke unfortunately ended up being like a little bit too real because he ended up having some like sexual harassment scandals, and he would like constantly take like trips and get like way too drunk on the plane, and like just like, and like he married her. She was the winner of Estonian Idol, or was she did she win it, or what did she fucking what? This is not written here. This is like the biggest part of her fucking lore. What? Anyways, she was a singer, and now she's in Parliament. I didn't even realize that. Cool. She's in Parliament now. She was a singer. She's married to him. They've had like a bunch of like cheating scandals where he cheats on her, and then, you know, like there was like even like I think a year and a half ago, he was at some kind of like party with a newspaper, and he went into the bathroom with like an influencer girl, kind of like this lady is, she's kind of like the Trisha Paytas of Estonia. This lady that I'm talking about, this influencer lady, she went into the bathroom with him, and they were in there for a while, and then like everybody was like, I think they were doing coke in there and God knows what else. So yeah, I don't know. He kind of flopped. He got kicked out. In comes this guy. Fuck this guy, dude. Holy shit. Fuck this guy, man. Center Party, right? He was the leader of the Center Party. He got in office because this guy got like fucking thrown out. This guy, oh my fucking God. First of all, just like zero policy. Just nothing. I mean, this guy like really embodies the idea of the Center Party, where he just like, this might be like the world's first actually enlightened centrist, where like just absolutely nothing between those ears, dude. Just absolutely nothing. Any interview he would give just would say absolutely fucking nothing. It was incredible how like you would ask him a question and he would talk for 5 minutes and he would say absolutely fucking zero. Nothing would be said. And I just thought that he was like kind of like a useful idiot where he was doing nothing and just kind of just a big zero for progress and whatever. Then the election of 2019 happens. And in 2019, she won, which she sucks as well. Nobody here is really good, but she won the election. And the way that it works here is like, if you win the election, you as the party that wins the election gets to form a coalition, which means you kind of bunch together with the other parties. You try to form some kind of pact with enough parties to get a majority in parliament so you can pass your legislation. She wins the election and he goes, oh fuck, I can't be prime minister anymore, because that was his big dream. That was like, he kind of just wanted to be prime minister just to say he was prime minister. He was like, oh fuck, I'm going to sabotage it so that she can't form a government, even though she won the election. I'm going to go talk to all the other parties, and I'm going to offer them a more like conservative, better deal, so they want to go in office with me instead. But to do this, he went into coalition with these people, which are like the big far right racist, like copying everything that Trump does. Like these guys, like if they could fucking all line up and suck Trump's dick one by one, they would immediately. He got into a coalition with them. And this whole 2 years was just constantly the ministers from this party saying something crazy racist, like just straight up saying like, you know, like they wanted to ban like foreign students. They wanted to ban like every foreigner. They wanted to like start an Estonian Brexit. They would keep calling like gay people pedophiles and animals. And like, they would like, just the former leader of this party literally said that like Estonians' immigration policy should be that if they're black, show them the door. That's literally what he said word for word. And this guy got into a coalition with them just so that he could stay in power. It is like the most like desperate, most disgusting fucking like ploy I've ever seen in my life. And then he spent these whole 2 years just constantly giving press conferences where I'm like, no, I'm sorry that they said that. You know, we really don't, you know, we don't really agree with this. Like, we're really sorry. I feel really bad that they would say this. And then, you know, eventually like the popularity completely dwindled. And then I think like this party left the coalition, which is like a Christian democratic, like Christian democracy. What are you fucking talking about? Christian democracy in this fucking country? I'm dead, bruh. They're kind of like they're the polite conservatives, you know. They kind of stand for the same things that they do, but they, like I said, they do it in a more polite way. They jumped out, then she got into office, and she is just, you might notice something here. Kaya Kallas, same last name as Siim Kallas, and that is because she is the daughter of him. She is a very privileged, comes from a very rich family, comes from a family of, you know, like her father literally stole from the country. So everybody was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe we're putting her in. But, you know, it was kind of her moment. You know, she won the last election. She was so hyped to finally get in office. And yeah, under her, it was very much like the rich must stay rich. Everything. And then they like started doing like insane taxes under her, taxes that made no sense, taxes that like disproportionately completely fucked over the poor. Like increasing the fucking VAT and increasing like all these like consumer good taxes that, I mean, really are only affecting the everyday people that are already struggling to fucking, you know, live paycheck to paycheck. Anything but like taxing the banks who are like harboring an insane amount of money in this country. But then like she got kind of tired of it. Like she was constantly getting grilled. Everybody was like, what the fuck are you doing? And now, oh my God, dude, these wiki pages are out of date. Yeah, this article needs to be updated. Basically she got like one of the biggest positions in the European Union. Like I think like I forget what her fucking role is supposed to be. Oh yeah, and she had a bunch of scandals where like Estonia was like kind of boycotting Russian businesses, and then she was like a big like spearhead of that. It was like, we need to boycott Russian businesses because of the aggression in Ukraine. But then it turned out that her husband was like doing business deals in Russia while she was publicly like discouraging anybody from doing deals in Russia. And then yeah, she got nominated for High Representative of the Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, which apparently is like a really big and fancy role. I don't really fucking know. I mean, I guess that guy's currently there, you know. Once he's out, she's in, I guess. And then we have this guy, which like, this looks like a fucking like Meat Canyon drawing. This doesn't look like a real person. I don't know much about him except for the fact that he's just more of the same. And he's kind of, I mean, he's not going to survive the next election because Estonians are getting like really patriotic again. This party is like leading the polls, which, by the way, like 3 years ago, this party almost ceased to exist because nobody wanted to vote for it anymore. But now they're like the #1 party with like 30% of the vote or some shit. So next election, they're probably going to form a government. And yeah, that's like, I can't believe I just went through all that. And I can't believe there are people sitting here listening to me talk about this. That's crazy, man. Oh, also, the president that wasn't on the sexy list or whatever, this is the new guy. He was like a museum director or some shit. Yeah, he's a molecular I don't even know how to say that. Developmental biologist. And yeah, he's and then they were like, we need a guy like this to be our president. I've always wondered about Estonian politics. I think Estonian politics are a bit grim because you know, kind of survival of the state is its highest priority, which like fair, but that means that we're licking like crazy amounts of American boot. You know, like part of the reason why the U.S. was like, all right, we'll rock with you, was because they were like, you know, we've signed up for capitalism and we want to do it as much as possible. Slowly, like piece by piece, we're dismantling like public services. We're making them like shittier. Everything's being funneled into like, you know, the rich people's pockets. Everything's being privatized. Every year, like there's new things being brought up where it's like, oh, we need to privatize this because, you know, the public sector isn't that good at running it. Instead of just like fucking taxing the insane amount of rich people in this country and using their money to maybe make the services more efficient. What is the appeal to becoming president if they have no say in policy? Well, you know, people glaze you. You get to live in a fancy house for a little bit. You get to meet world leaders, which, like, you know, when like Obama came to Estonia, he wasn't immediately linking up with the prime minister. He was linking up with the president. So you get to like do all that shit. You get to have this like fancy, like president's ball once a year where like all the important people in the country get invited and you get to eat like nice food. So it's really like you just kind of you hang out for a living. It's very much like being a royal family member for a couple years. For 5 years, I think is what the term is. Which, by the way, I've seen like his motorcade pass in Estonia, and it's like, you know, it's like a couple cars, like a police cars front back, you know, a couple cars in the middle, nothing too big. This guy went to the pyramids in Egypt. I saw this video recently. He went to the pyramids in Egypt. That shit was like fucking 25 cars, dude. 25 like fucking police cars and then like a bunch of fucking SUVs and shit. And I'm like, dude, this guy's never gotten a fucking welcome like this in his life. Like, this motherfucker flies public, okay? A lot of the time when he goes abroad, he'll just fly like economy or like business class, okay? Like, this guy does not have his own plane. So like to see him with like a motorcade of like 25 cars is fucking insane. Yeah, I wonder how much money they make. Okay, so he makes 8,000 euros a month, which is, you know, by Estonian standards, that's a very, very well-paid job. The presidential escort in the U.S. is so annoying. It's so long, and when they pass through D.C., they make everyone stay in their buildings. Dude. Yeah, no, that sounds like a headache. It's like how Barron Trump is going to NYU and like the Secret Service is like making everyone like late to class and shit if he's in the building because they like won't allow certain exits to be used or whatever. Wait, I gotta see footage of Obama in Estonia. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this, dude. Obama landing in Estonia. This is the video that I used in my subway. This is the same runway that I land on when I come home. I was on this runway a couple days ago.
seal uhke voodina.
Ilmselt see voodi on päris okei, kus magada.
Mis ta siis okei ei ole?
Holy shit.
Tavalised inimesed kügelevad lennukis ja püüavad...
You've been where Obama has been, yeah.
Ei, see on...
Oh my god, like a couple years ago when I was going to the UK, the US Secretary of State was in Estonia, and right as I was in the airport, like drinking a coffee, he pulled up and left. And I saw his like whole motorcade pull up. It was fucking bizarre. I have like pictures of it because I was like in this cafe in the airport that was like overlooking exactly where his plane was. I just need to remember when this happened. Oh, I remember when this was. I think it was before I went on this trip. Oh no, I don't think it was. I was at an airport in Ethiopia and Obama was leaving at the same time, so I saw Air Force One. It's so fucking big. Yeah. Boeing 747, which I got to ride on one of those multiple times. It was awesome. Although I wonder if the Air Force One one is bigger. I need to get like Austin Show in here. He would know. When I rode business class, the one time I splurged because I was like, I need to. My seat, because it's a 2-story plane. My seat was at the very front on the first floor, and it was so far away from the engines that it was like so fucking quiet. It was jarring. I have never been on an airplane and have it be that quiet before. So that was like kind of an awesome experience. Just for that reason, really, because the food kind of sucked ass, man. Wasn't it 2022? I saw Harris Waltz PJ on Flight Radar today. Yo, they still doing those? Where are they getting the money from, dude? Party's over, man. Oh yeah, okay, here's the picture that I took. Look, the whole like fucking colony of ants was there, dude. Like out of nowhere, like 100,000 motherfuckers pulled up, and they were all just lined up. And I'm like, "Are you all getting on the plane? Like, were you all here?" And I was trying to like zoom in because I was like, I want to see that motherfucker walk onto the plane. And then I found out he has like a really shitty band. This fucking Secretary of State guy. He has like a really fucking boring and shitty band. Which I guess is like his politician way of being like, oh, I'm fucking... I'm relatable, I make music. I wonder if I can find it. Shit probably was not on Spotify anymore. I don't know. Oh, he must feel relieved when that Spotify check hits, man. But yeah, that's, I don't know, that's like whatever that fucking 2-hour tangent was. Do you think he's on Bandcamp? What is his name? Anthony Blinken? Let me see. Anthony Blinken. Yeah, I don't think he's... Oh, his little musical act is called Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. Which I guess is supposed to sound like Abe Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln. 121,000 plays, bro. What a flop. Let's hear this. Sounds like Goofy, man.
You said you liked me fine, but not in that way. Or was it such a
Oh, a bit of a more... Wait, 2020, bro? He cranked one out before he got in office. Oh. Club classics. Club classics.
taking stock and I do fine. Woman's always on my mind. Look around and I do see. Woman's got the best of me. No good, no good. I can't live without you. No good.
That's crazy, dude. Who is this? This is the U.S. Secretary of State. This is him. This was his music. Oh my God, dude. Unreal glazing. The Honorable. His Excellency. Wait, the current one? Yeah, the current one, yeah. Oomph meetup.
What are 1,000 sweaty men and 1,000 happy grannies doing together in a stadium?
Dude, you can't say it like that.
They are dancing. To be precise,
Oh, I used to do this.
500 dancers, aged 8 to 80, are dancing. You heard right, because next to the magic of the song celebration, there is also the dance celebration.
This is where The Weeknd performed, by the way, when he was in Estonia.
The tradition of the song celebration was born along with Estonia's national awakening, as the first national song celebration was held in Estonia in the summer of 1869.
Oh, I was there,
Celebration
dude.
that today is a 150-year-old tradition was accompanied by the dance celebration that grew out of the Dance and Gymnastic Festival in 1934, and by now has become an inseparable part of the song and dance celebration taking place every 5 years over a weekend in July.
Yeah, dude, we get fitted up, man.
Each time the celebration selects an artistic director who creates the theme and story for the party, and with a team of dance teachers.
I've done the dancing, I've been in that big choir singing.
Each type of dance group.
I've done it all, dude.
Children, women, men, couples, and grannies.
Yeah, no, the traditional fits go hard.
This sight occurs when more than 8,000 people dance together.
Like the dresses especially are really beautiful. The guys usually are given like goofy ass hats. Is it like half of Estonia's population attendance? It is like 100K or some shit sometimes, which is like, you know, like almost 10% of the population.
While choirs take time to sing and practice on their own, the dancers go through a tough selection process.
Dude,
and start practicing all together.
these camps were fucking nightmare, dude.
In July. When everything is settled, they march together.
Oh my god, and then during the, I did this march, and I was on TV for 3 seconds as a child.
Choirs of the procession, the 5-kilometer route from the center of town to the Tallinn Song Festival grounds. The sight of more than 40,000 people moving
This
through
march
the
was
city
kind of long as fuck, dude. My legs hurt at the end of it.
inspires thousands of onlookers to cheer and feel part of the great celebration.
Wait, did you guys see that? Baltimore, dude.
To cheer.
Baltimore, Washington, Estonian mixed choir. What? What? What the fuck are you guys doing here?
And feel part of the great celebration. The empty stadium starts to fill up with more and more performers, and slowly, the lines of human bodies move on to the grass.
Like, this choreography is really cool.
Signs and patterns which begin to emerge. Over the course of 3 days, the 8,500 performers of the dance celebration will give 3 identical performances in Tallinn at the Kalev Central Stadium, come rain or shine. The number of seats is limited.
Who pays for all these outfits? They're passed down. You can rent them. So it's like the outfit that you wear, somebody else probably wore to the festival before.
Go on sale together at the beginning of the year.
What is this in celebration of being Estonian? Yeah, like Estonian heritage and shit. Dude. Did not mean to turn it down. I used to have one of these hats. I used to wear one of these hats. Although I'm not gonna lie, our fucking getup did not look this fancy, dude. We were a poor school. We did not get given such fancy outfits for the guys. Mine had like a hole on the ass, dude.
And you know what? Very often, you might feel just by looking at the sight, alive and proud to be part of humankind. It is a very special feeling.
Yeah, like I had some shit like that. Little vest.
Come to Estonia and see the fairy tale with your own eyes.
Did you do it by school or the national one? These are all schools and different groups and stuff. There's like a young people's one, which is the one I went to. These are all like volunteer groups. Like, these people don't do it professionally. These are just people that like do this dancing on the side, or they do it through school. Are there any black people in this way? Yeah, there's a bunch in my city. There's like, it's definitely getting more diverse, which, you know, some politicians are like, oh my god, what's happening? But like, who gives a fuck? Who gaff? Saw another new video of that tourist medieval restaurant. Dude, another Estonian tweeted about it, and she was like, dude, they gotta stop fucking going to that place. And I'm like, I know, I've been saying this. I've been saying this. Oh, someone did a... Oh. This lady that does, like, burger reviews. She got, like, hired to do, like, burger reviews for the tourism agency.
Generation of singers. You have to give them a motivation and an opportunity to perform. Being on that stage...
But yeah, I went to, I also went to one in Finland. I went to one in Finland. And it was like a fucking Finland, Estonia one. I think like 2012 or whatever. I wonder if there's any footage of it on YouTube. No, there isn't. It's like lost media. It's lost media. They've erased it. But I went to this city, which is like somewhere in the middle of Finland. Which, like, you know, it looked pretty nice. I enjoyed being there. So shout out to Finland, I guess, for housing me for that week or whatever. I don't know how long I was there. But yeah, that's that. That's that. So yeah, I don't know. There's a little fucking fill-in for you for Estonia. You know, now you can say you know like a little bit more about this fucking country, I guess. Did you finish the tier list? No, because I was just gonna F them all, dude. I mean, like, put them all in F. I was gonna put them all in F because I'm not gonna lie, like they're not very aesthetically fortunate people, and unfortunately, more people need to do folk dancing. I think it's so fun. It is, dude. It is. It's like I don't know, you just get to jump around in a bit and shit. Oh, new Ben Dean video.
This is by far one of my most, if not the most, I was studying for it a little bit. I was like 13. And then I realized, you know what? I don't really believe in...
Didn't know you were live and watching F1 Vegas right now. About to end, I think.
So I didn't do it. And
This is crazy, though.
Don't want to get too much into religion, but I grew up on a lot of, you know, classic corned beef and matzo ball soup. We had it. We got it from Chicago, Skokie. Shout out to family up there. But first things first, I gotta measure the sandwich because I've been curious about this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and measure the pastrami here.
I still have a crush on him. Dude, he's just so chill, man.
Bad. That is about, yeah, I'd say about 7 centimeters or so.
POV,
You know,
Ben Dean validates your identity.
maybe
I don't care if you're trans or whatever.
Could have done something, but it's okay. So let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a close-up. Looks like some solid classic rye bread and some thick cut pastrami. I haven't had decent pastrami in a minute, and the pastrami that I can get is probably like a third of that thickness. It's kind of bogus, the stuff I can get.
Bogus.
Where I'm from. There's 2 different types of pickles. I believe one is plain and one is like, oh man, I think it's like half sour. Don't quote me on that. But it's cut down the mid. And so yeah, there we go for the pastrami. And here's the corned beef. These are actually really thick slices as well, to be honest with you.
That's so much meat.
It was, they'd be doing that, but very different look to them. So the corned beef doesn't have that, you know, smoke, that bark on it. They're made out of like similar cuts of meat, I believe. They're both beef, obviously, both cured, but different flavors, little bits, and a little bit of a different preparation method. This is by far the biggest matzo ball I've ever seen, at least that I can remember. I haven't had a matzo ball in quite a minute, but
I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know if he's in Korea in these videos, but his videos have made me want to go to Korea because the food looks fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I don't think he's not in Korea right now, but yeah, usually he's in Korea and the food looks fucking insane. Like, he'll be like, yeah, I just got food from this fucking bogus ass restaurant. It's got like 1 star, and then it'll just be like the most delicious looking food I've ever seen in my fucking life. Wait, he ate a steak on a plane?
What it do, y'all? Today we're gonna be eating some steak, baked potato, a little bit of sorry looking cauliflower right there,
Baked
some
potato?
asparagus, and some kind of pepper right there, and of course we got the red wine. We're at probably about 30,000 feet. We're cruising.
Dude, looks like the
And
plane's
this is
going
my
down,
first time
man.
on business class. Unsullied. You know, this is not as you get paid to fly here. It's out of my own pocket, but first time on business class. Headed to Toronto. And
Probably 38,000 feet, idiot.
that is the most
Hey,
amazing
Chiblee.
looking food I've ever seen on a flight. So I'm gonna try it. Give a little review. The lighting is off the chain, but there's nothing I can really do about it. And we're not getting the best close-ups or anything, but hopefully you can kind of see. Here's the steak. Let's give it a test cut. It's like almost well done.
Oh,
It took several
no.
saw motions to get through that.
Jesus.
What can you really expect? They didn't ask me how I wanted it cooked or anything like that. So it smells good. There's a good little sauce on it going in. Let's try it. I can't really be complaining though. That ain't bad. I think it's I want to say it's like a little tenderloin, little fillet. So for me, even in like an overcooked tenderloin, we'll still get the job done. Also, obviously, I'm not using a real steak knife. You know, I'm on a plate.
Yeah, that is true. He did eat like half of the
That is
steak in
what
one
that is.
bite.
Let's go ahead and try this baked potato. So I'm on Korean Air. I didn't know they really mess with baked potatoes.
Yeah, Chib is a bit of a
potatoes.
plain nerd. I dabble, but I'm not as into it as he is. Well, I am as into it as he is, but he's better at knowing it than me. What the AI generated video summary. The video follows a traveler's first experience of business class on Korean Air. They share their thoughts on the in-flight meal, including a steak, baked potato, and asparagus, while highlighting the unique aspects of the experience compared to economy class. This video offers a glimpse into the amenities and food quality of business class travel. Like, just watch the video, bro. I'm downloading this shit. Spoiler, dude. Spoiled the whole video for me. But me and Chiblee have this like one airplane guy that we really love because he's so happy. I forget his name, but he's always like so happy. He's like way too happy. Noel Phillips? No, I'm not talking about Noel Phillips, although I love Noel Phillips. Because Noel Phillips is some guy that like moved to Texas where he was like, he moved to Texas because he wanted to be close to an airport hub, like an big international airport. So he moved from the UK to like Houston or some shit. Oh, Sam Choi, that's who it is.
You can.
This guy is so hyped, dude. He's so hyped to be on an airplane. Every time he's on a plane, he's so happy.
Today, March 2nd, 2019, is Concorde's 50th.
No way he got to fly. Dude, he did not get to fly to Concorde. He's lying.
Absolutely the gold standard of aviation. She was a masterpiece of engineering and one of the world's most beautiful creations. Let's celebrate the Concorde in this video. Concorde was an icon of beauty, style, and in her own way, a brand. Every aspect of the aircraft was designed.
Every aviation guy like fucking jerks off to full completion to the Concorde at least once a week, I think. Which like it was a crazy plane. Like it would just like take you from London to New York City in like what, like 3 or 4 hours.
For aerodynamic efficiency, and yet
But then like one of them crashed and they just scrapped it entirely.
instantly recognizable all over the world. Concorde was a cliché queen, flying on the edge of space, faster than a rifle bullet. And from her windows, you can see.
Not like 3 of them crashed. Shit, dude, he was going too fast.
You can fly.
He was going too fast. It couldn't stop. Out of like 10. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What the fuck, Ahmed? You're fucking VIP in here? How did that happen? I used my connections.
Plus the speed of sound equates to about 1,350 miles an hour.
It also was like it was loud as fuck because of how fast it went. Everybody that lived near an airport where a Concorde would take off, they just like wanted to kill themselves because it was so crazy loud. Ghibli, is the new flight sim good? Does it like add crazy new shit to do? Career mode fucks? Yeah, I could do a flight sim stream someday. I like the Sips flight sim stream where he like flew around all of his like childhood hometowns and stuff and like showed his old schools and shit, and then he would accidentally crash into the school because he would fly like way too low. Off topic of my RL, pull up a picture of nanobites and I start screaming. He does numbers on TikTok, dude. He's like a TikTok celebrity. No, they were fucking flexing, dude. On this plane, they just had to show off every second. Nanobite said he's gonna climb Mount Everest. Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy, dude. He's doing it because of a girl again. He's like convinced that he's gonna climb the mountain, that it's not that big of a deal, just because like some girl probably told him like, yeah, I think Mount Everest is like a pretty sick mountain. Like, I don't know where he said this, but like he like, I don't know, he's doing this like national park thing, which I haven't been keeping up. This was like the last video of his I watched. He went camping with like a friend of his from college, and then the trip got ruined immediately because they went to this like beautiful like I don't know, like this beautiful river, and then the first time he jumped in, he dropped his phone to the bottom of the river. So the rest of the trip, he was just freaking out about like not being able to find his phone. But then, yeah, he started doing like the fixing the car, and I was like, I don't care about the car. Seattle tourism. Dude, like, what the fuck? Why don't I get to be here, dude?
Welcome to the show. I am inside the Grand Canyon, as you can see, and I am completely alone. I told you guys a while ago that I want to practice mountain climbing so that I can eventually climb Mount Everest.
Oh my god.
I told you that I want to start practicing here in the Grand Canyon, which probably seems a little bit counterintuitive to practice mountain climbing by walking into a hole. But I need to walk back out of that hole. I think that's going to be the practice. The reason I'm starting this video here rather than at the start of the vlog is because I know it will get more attention if I start the video here than if I did it in my car. So we're going to go jump back in time and hopefully...
That's too close to me. Dude, he almost came to Estonia, but then like he met a girl in Ukraine. He met a girl in Ukraine and he didn't come to Estonia after that because he was like, I have to stay in Ukraine. I have to defend the country. I have to be on the front lines.
You guys just like don't click away. Good morning, everybody. We have made it to the Grand Canyon. You can see that the ice on the back of my window is frozen, but because the sun is in front of...
Is he just constantly meeting women? Yes, because women will comment on his Instagram posts and he'll DM them.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's literally how he meets all of the women that he's ever talked about in these videos, is literally just his Instagram comments. You think if another girl came along and said she'd get with him if he doesn't climb Mount Everest, he'd drop it? Absolutely. 100%. Like, he wouldn't even think twice. And then the girl in Ukraine got a job in Belgium or some shit. So she went to Belgium, and then he took his bicycle across Europe, which at one point his bike like fell apart into 2 pieces. But he did not give up. He said, I'm walking to Belgium to meet this girl because we're in love. And then he got to Belgium, and the day that he got there, the girl was like, I'm gonna meet up with you after I go on this date. And then he had like a mental breakdown about it, because he was like, oh my god, like I thought we were exclusive. Yeah, he threw away his bread. He went into the grocery store, bought like the craziest nanobites haul of all time that he was so excited to put on the concrete right before he ate, and then he got the message from the girl being like, sorry, I'm on a date, I'll meet you after. And he's like, what? Oh my god, dude. Poor guy. I'd say poor guy if like it like, look, my relationship with him is definitely like, it was teetering on parasocial just because I could like, I mean like, he's so easy to like fucking clock, man. Like, it's so obvious that like the girl was like, yeah, I enjoy spending time with you, and he's like, oh, so we're in love. Like it was definitely giving like the girl gave an inch and he took a mile and went across Europe for her.
Oh my god. Where the fuck is my phone? I think my bike just came apart. Shut up.
His music is always so good.
Okay, you're recording. Holy fucking shit.
It's crazy. He's crazy, man. I used to be a little bit more protective of him, but like after he pulled the fucking like, I used to be like, don't be like too annoying to this guy. Like, you know, his vlogs are entertaining to watch, but like don't get too crazy with him. And then, you know, he did the thing where he pulled up in my chat and then started like fucking DMCA striking the people that ran VOD channels as viewers. And then, you know, like as soon as he found out that there was like an audience that was largely female that was reacting to his content, he immediately started DMing people in this community. And also he's done this, might I just say, I showed his videos to a friend once, who's a girl. She, as a joke, on YouTube, sent a chat message in his YouTube premiere. Through her YouTube account, he found her Instagram and DM'd her. Through the YouTube chat. It's crazy. This guy's crazy, man. And then, you know, obviously, like, nothing happened there. But, like, she was, like, one of the 10 people that he followed for a brief amount of time. Then he met the girl in Ukraine, blocked my friend. Blocked my friend because of the girl in Ukraine. And then after, literally the day of that the video dropped where he went to Belgium and got stood up, he unblocked my friend and DM'd her and was like, "Hey, so are you around? Is this who I think it is?" Yes. It's crazy, dude. He's crazy. So, like, you know, let me just say this. Do not interact with this man at any cost, okay? Do not interact with him. He will DM you, okay? This is like the former president of Estonia. He will find you. He will find you and he will talk to you. Like, this man is... We're talking about a man that is dangerously horny, dude. We're talking about a man that was volunteering near the front lines in Ukraine because of a girl, and then when the girl left Ukraine, was like, "All right, whatever, I'm following her to Belgium." And now this new girl wants him to climb Mount Everest, and he's doing it. Okay, this is a man that is so dangerously horny. Bro nearly fought a war for a girl. Dude, when he was going to Ukraine on his bicycle, I was so pissed off because I was like, oh my God, there's so many of these stupid fucking Americans that do this shit where they're like, I'm gonna go vlog in Ukraine because it's a war zone. Like, this is so sick. I'm gonna get so many views because I'm gonna vlog a war zone. I'm gonna really love this. They do this so much and it pisses me the fuck off. And when he was doing it, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. And then he went to Ukraine, and for a while he like didn't really mention any girl, and he was actually volunteering. He was like helping rebuild houses and shit. And I was like, okay, he's actually doing something. Like, this is, and he was like talking about how like this volunteer work is really good for him and how he's really enjoying like helping. And I was like, maybe this is like a positive character development. And he was literally talking about like getting like a permanent visa to stay in Ukraine because he liked it so much. As soon as that girl left the country, he was gone. As soon as that girl left the country, he was gone, dude. I was like, dude, my God. But you know what? At least some Ukrainians got like a house or two out of it. So, you know, at least like society got something out of it. Do you think the Mount Everest girl knows and she's just fucking with him? To be honest with you, I know very little about this saga that followed after this. I don't know what the... I don't know anything about this Everest girl, but I imagine that it's... I don't know, dude. Honestly, could have been an offhand comment. Could have been an offhand comment where she was like, yeah, like I watched a video about mountains once. And then he just immediately wanted to climb Everest, I guess. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy watching his vlogs. I think he has like a very particular talent of like everyone I've ever shown his vlogs have been like, this is insane, and they just tap in and they stay watching. So I'm kind of like, not even outside of my streams, like I'm really putting him on by accident. Because like sometimes I'll like, you know, like years ago I used to be like, oh dude, look at this guy I found on YouTube, like his vlogs are crazy. But it's like, now I feel like a responsibility to kind of like keep tabs on him, because I'm like, at any point he could be lurking around this, like he could drop like a little hint in his vlogs that he's lurking around this area of the internet again, which like I don't think he is, because when he did when he started like DMing my viewers, I sent him a DM where I was like, dude, this is like way out of pocket. This is really fucking weird, and I feel really weird about you doing this. Like, I need you to stop. He responded to it briefly. He gave one of the messages as a reply. He said something like, first of all, your fans are DMing me. I'm not DMing them. And I was like, okay, here we go. I was ready to just like fucking send him like a long ass message. But he spent literally 40 minutes typing a reply. Honestly, I think it was an hour. He spent an hour typing a reply after that, and then stopped typing, deleted all his messages, blocked me, and just moved on. So, yeah, I was able to get a hold of him. That fucking classic. I don't know, man. Like, I was just like, why would you do this, man? Like, why the fuck would you do this? But then, you know, yeah, since then he's made videos bragging about how he uses, like, he doesn't need Tinder anymore because he's a YouTuber. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. You're out of your fucking mind, man. But also, I'm like, I won't lie, I'm kind of amazed that his vlogs haven't blown up more. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think he's, like, really unlucky. Not to, like, give him, like, YouTube tips, but, like, I think he's, like, really unlucky. Like, I think he's, like, kind of almost doing everything right. Like, the thumbnails have gone better, but he's, like, really consistent, and the vlogs are, like, really entertaining. So, like, I don't know, he's unlucky, man. Fortunately for, like, the rest of the world, he's really unlucky. Yeah, his TikTok clips get a lot of views. His TikTok clips go crazy. If he blows up, I do think he will become super insane. No, yeah, I think if he blows up, more people are going to be like, wait a minute, what the fuck is he doing? And then that's going to, like, I don't know, it's some kind of, like, insane arc is going to happen. In one Alaska vlog, he mentions the beef with you. Yeah, at the end of, like, one of the videos, he's like, some guy on Twitch is watching my videos. Because he pulled up in my chat as well. He pulled up in my chat, and then he was like, I don't know, he wrote, like, some kind of fucking, like, threat. I forget how he worded it. Wait. Was this his account? No, this wasn't it. Wait. Yeah, I don't know what his account was, but, like, he came into the chat and he was just, like, being like, if you post this shit on YouTube, do you actually remember how many C's it had at the end of it? That's fucking crazy. Oh my god. Pro tip, if you upload that to YouTube, I will issue a DMCA takedown. And then everybody was like, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. That must have been so scary live, though. I mean, it wasn't scary. I was just kind of like, oh, great. I was like, oh, great. Because I literally remember when he sent this message, I was like, okay, calm down, dude. Like, I'm doing, like, promo for you, man. But yeah, I don't know. He's still doing his thing out there. He's still, you know. Are you attending the Fortnite Remix event concert with Ice Spice, Juice WRLD, Snoop Dogg, Eminem on November 28th? Isn't it, like, kind of crazy that putting a Juice WRLD skin in Fortnite? Like, a game where you, like, shoot and kill the skins, you're putting a dead man in there? Like, isn't that kind of crazy? I was just like, I saw that and I was like, why are they putting a dead man into the game? Feels weird. Now when I am the skin because I win, you will keep Juice WRLD's name and not to defend, but Juice WRLD doesn't have a killable NPC, everyone else does. Is he like a skin that you can wear? I think it's sweet since it'll be free to honor him. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like, it's just, I'm not saying like cancel Fortnite. I'm not like getting that, you know, I'm not like the one friend that's too woke on this, which is like a precursor to everybody says now. Everybody says this precursor now whenever they say anything. But it's just like, you know, it's like one of those like small little dystopian things where I'm like, that's like kind of crazy. Although, you know what? You know, if I die, put me in Fortnite. I don't care. But that's me giving my consent. I would love a Fortnite skin after I die. Also, that lineup is like random as fuck, dude. If you log in tomorrow, you get a Juice World skin for free. Well, shit. I gotta tap in, dude. I gotta tap the fuck in. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna get some sleep. I gotta like clean my house. I didn't clean my house before I left for Canada, so I gotta do it after I wake up. I just got here. Ooh. Yikes. Also, what's up, Tebow? I see you in chat. I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow. Maybe not. I do need just kind of like a day to sleep as well. But then, you know, the day after, maybe. We'll do My Sims, perhaps, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how fun My Sims is. You know, we can always pivot. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.